Good evening, good afternoon to everyone. We've had quite a number of attempts to do this podcast, and we're having a lot of technical difficulties. But how I look at it is that we are on the right path, right? It is no accident that we chose today to be the day for the first podcast of Healing Haiti Together. And can you see that the cosmos are working with us? I'm told that there were over six X class flares, one after the other, almost leading to what we call a Carrington event, right? Which means that there may be technical issues with radio and internet technology because there is a geomagnetic storm going on. So, without further ado, welcome to the Healing Haiti Together podcast. This is the very first one. Welcome, Corey. Thank you for being here. The numbers might be small because many people we started and stopped and started and stopped, but here we are. There are eight of us now. So, without further ado, I just want to again let everyone know the Healing Haiti podcast is all about reinforcing and reminding Haiti and Haitians of their greatness. Haiti was the first country in the Western Hemisphere to fight for and gain their freedom from their colonial masters. That's a huge thing. It's huge. And we find it very interesting that I'm from Jamaica and my other co-hosts are from Haiti. So it's almost like a mini version of the Haitian Revolution where the Jamaicans and the Haitians got together to win that revolution. Today's revolution is going to be one where we're going to be using our voices and we're going to be raising consciousness around what is happening in Haiti and looking at it from a more global perspective in terms of what is also happening in the Sahel, in Niger, in Burkina Faso, in Mali, where those were French colonies and they basically taken back their sovereignty from their colonizers. This is exactly what is happening in Haiti, but the media narrative has painted a different picture. So I don't want to rely on media narratives. I want to get it from the horse's mouth. And this is why I've come together with these wonderful gentlemen that are Haitian. So at this time, without further ado, I'm going to invite Boris who is my other co-host and one of the members of the group that is taking this initiative on. Hello, Boris. How are
Hello.
you?
Very good in yourself.
I'm very good. A little toasty here in Jamaica, but that's what we are. We're hot. We're hot people. We're in the tropics. We're the sun people.
Thank you very much for having us. Myself and Patrick was not there yet
Yes.
in this podcast with your initiative. It's very encouraging. We really need it. And then I think we will be able to make an impact and at least so the audience can understand what's going on, just like you said, on firsthand.
On the ground, right? Because Corey is saying since the solar flares, great things have been lining up, and he's right. I even these glitches. Someone in the comment section said all of this glitching is possibly because of the solar flares, and it is true. Um, it is messing with electromagnetic waves and
Okay.
technology, so it is very possible. So Patrick, if you're listening, it's nothing else. It's the solar flares. They're supporting us, and they're probably causing all the glitches.
Yes, Corey, you're probably right. You're probably right because since the solar eclipse, there has been a lot of energy change.
Yes,
I maybe you can comment about that on the comment
yes,
section, and I
yes,
think you talked about that as well, Paula. And then
yes,
even in Haiti, the people's energy, you can see that even, and we don't want to talk about political stuff, but even the current of politics have changed. and we
Yes.
are entering a new era because for us, you see, without going too much into further detail, there's a big event that's going to happen, and that is U.S. election. We're not
Yes.
so concerned about it, but at the same time, all the activities that's going on in the Caribbean, are concerning or connected with the U.S. So it's kind of a big event this year because we know that now this year and for the past 3 4 years we have seen that there is instability as well in the big land, which is the United
I
States of America. So it's very interesting. It's very, very interesting what's going on. Very interesting.
Very, very
Mhm.
interesting. So, before we go any further, I just want you, Boris, to introduce yourself, tell what organization you're from, and what you have been doing in Haiti to assist the young people in going through what they're going through, because it's very powerful, and very important that people know what you are doing.
Sure, no problem. My name is Boris Michel. I have a law degree, okay, and I traveled to the U.S. I went to school to the U.S., Canada, to the U.K. a little bit. I did spend some time in India, and from my travels, I've racked up, I've gathered up a lot of, we can say, experience, meaning living with monks and studying, uh, um, uh, spiritual topics, well, yeah, or subject, we could say. And now I've come back to my land, which is Haiti, to help the people with elevating their consciousness. Because as we, that's what we talked about, Paula.
Yes,
Everything has to be a change of consciousness first.
that's
This
it.
is the mother energy, we could say, the prime
That's
energy.
it.
And
Yes,
unless we do that, we're not going to have any results. And so
right.
I've been working with a group of young Haitian. Unfortunately, because there's no university working right now and school working right now, we have been able to gather a few young Haitians that are benevolent enough to want to hear the message of spiritual from the spiritual source and elevate
Yes,
themselves. And it seems to want to go the right way. Unfortunately, because of the physical situation, as in the activities, the unsecure in the well, we can say gang activities, we cannot step out and physically, but
yes.
at least through the technology we are able to communicate and keep together.
Right. And I have to tell everyone, I actually attended one of these meetings, and they were speaking in Creole, and I can't understand a word of Creole. But what I could understand is that there was a lot of fear among the young people, a lot of frustration, and a lot of what Boris was sharing with this group of young people, mostly men, was that they just need to be calm, still their minds, and meditate, while all of this violence is unfolding around them. And when I did attend the meeting that they had, I tried to share with them that, listen, this eclipse that is happening, that is traveling across the US, it may be detrimental to certain aspects of the US economy and politics, but it's going to be beneficial for Haiti, because Haiti is, if their oppressors are distracted with other things, then they're going to have a chance to make themselves free. So I think it's a beautiful time for all people of color and indigenous peoples all over the planet, because these solar flares are no joke. They are actually activating our DNA to remember who we are, to remember our sovereignty. So, yes, so congratulations, Boris, for this fine job that you're doing with these young
Thank you.
men. They really need it. Now, Another reason why we think this podcast is very important is because we're always getting reports about Haiti. But who are we getting these reports from? It's from the media, and the media puts it the way they want to put it. Their perspective, which is usually the US perspective, Reuters, and all of those, what we call mainstream media. And the purpose of mainstream media is to basically shape a narrative and have everyone buy into it. And using that same um, mechanism, they have managed to vilify Haiti so much over the years that right now people don't even want to talk about Haiti. People don't want to hear about Haiti. People think that Haiti is a whole country of voodoo working people, evil people who practice all sorts of crazy things, and their country cannot progress because everybody's working black magic on each other, and that's nothing like the truth. Boris, can you just explain what is happening in terms of all of this, you know, this picture that has been painted about Haiti? Is it true or is it false? Is it partly true? Is it misunderstood in terms of us not recognizing that these are their traditions and they're being vilified by perhaps other organized religions? Paint a picture for us, please.
Oh, very good, very good. It's a very interesting topic, and it's not as simple as we think it is. Okay,
Yes.
and there is a different many strata of reality to the problem.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
the first reality that we have to understand is
Mhm.
that the world is organized in such a way that the big country are ruling over smaller countries. And
Yes.
so what happened is that in 1804, the the coup that Haiti rendered to the world was unexpected, and for this fact, we are, as an example, not to follow for all other small countries. And that's on a level, on a grander scale. That's why they are portraying with Haiti. On a other sub level under that is that, unfortunately, um, Haitian leaders have not been able to put their heads together to defend their country in terms of keeping their culture, the morals, the history alive, which we see, at least to a certain level or to a greater extent, in all, even small countries. They do keep their heritage, their religion, their culture alive. So even though they are oppressed, but they can resource through their culture. Unfortunately, with Haiti, we do not value that aspect. And third of all, we can see that, you know what, Paula, Haitians are just regular people, just like you and I. They just want to have fun. They just want to go out. They just want to socialize. Okay. Unfortunately, because they are deprived of a lot of things, they are reacting to a lot of events that's going on because they do not have the resources or the time or the energy to really reflect and put their heads together. In other words, it seems like a big trap, but the first trap is they're not able to reach a certain, let's say, consciousness or cognition level, meaning that, okay, we're in that position. We need to do something about it. We need to put our heads together, and nobody else is going to do it for us. And this is where, you and I come in, and we, on a spiritual level, because this is the main source, we're trying to revive,
Exactly.
everybody. That's what we,
Yes.
that's the reality, and from different aspect. But I think I explained it well
Mhm.
enough, I hope.
Yes, yes. I mean, for you to go in any further can put you in a situation where you're not politically correct. And we want to make sure that we are all politically correct during this podcast. But you made a very valid point. We cannot win this particular revolution through fighting with weapons, through our financial might, none of those things. And so we really have to work at the consciousness level and at the spiritual level to shift the vibration and the narrative where Haiti is concerned. So, yes, I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we don't have Patrick here. He's going to join us shortly, but I
Okay.
have some questions that I wanted to ask you in addition to that question that I just shared. Why did you think it was necessary for you to get involved in the way that you have since you've come back? You know, what were the prevailing conditions in Haiti? Paint a picture for us because your home looks very peaceful. Um, is it that you live in a very safe place? Do you feel threatened? Yes, give us paint a little bit of a picture of what's happening right now as we speak.
Yeah, right now as I speak, I do not live in a safe place, not at all. My
Okay.
the place, the room where I am may look safe, but I'm not living in a safe place, not at all. Like just the past month, we have been attacked. My neighborhood have been attacked 4 times in a row.
Yes.
Like 4 consecutive weeks. One time a week, and it was horrible. Okay, very
Yes.
horrible.
Yes. Yes.
What's going on is that. They are trying with the help of international, they are trying to revive Haiti, funnel some help to Haiti, which is very slowly seems to, or we have a hope that it's going to work, because on a
Mhm.
human level that people cannot anymore, because what's happening is that inflation has gone through the roofs. We cannot receive goods from the countrysides, meaning that your basic
Yes.
plantains, rice, and eggs and other stuff, you cannot get that very easily. So access to
Right.
food is very limited. um, Unemployment is, has gone to the roof as well. The rate of unemployment, I mean, it's unbelievable. So much so that there's a lot of people that have gone abroad to the Biden with the Biden program. So meaning that since the Biden program has been opened, the airport has been flooded with people. I mean, airplane been refusing people, because they do not have, and this is every day, they do not have enough space in the airplane to fit the people to go to the US, because there's so many Haitians that wants to go to the US, which is part of the problem too,
Yes.
because
Yes.
we should stay, but I understand because the conditions are so harsh. I mean,
Yes.
it's almost like a no-brainer. Am I gonna stay or am I gonna go? I mean,
Yeah. If you have the
there's no.
opportunity to, you go. Yeah,
Mhm.
most people, even in Jamaica where it's not as oppressive, many people want to go. So I understand, you know. But and I'm glad that you were able to clarify that yes, you're sitting here, you look very calm, cool and collected, but where you are, you have been attacked. But how do you feel towards, for example, the uh the gangs? Are the gangs what they say the gangs are, or is it a little tricky? Is it that it's your people against your people, or that's number one, that's option one, or is it your people trying to genuinely regain sovereignty, or number three, are the gangs being financed? And I stop it right there. You tell me what you think might be happening.
Officially, what's going on is that the gangs are against the instability of politics. So they are militants, we can say. Do
Yes,
they say that word? Do they have that word in English?
yes, yes,
Militants?
yes,
Yes, they
we
are
do, we
militants.
do, yes, yes,
But according to the narrative on the streets, which I did observe as well and witness, unfortunately,
mhm,
due to their activity, a lot of people have had to leave their neighborhood, their house.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
unfortunately. So
Yes.
there's a lot of population displacement that have been going on in several territories in the capital, not so much in the countryside, but in Port-au-Prince, things are very, very, very hard. Okay, so meaning that we don't know what's going on because for a state not being able to control the gang, I mean, we don't have the information firsthand, but it's kind of an irregular situation, we could say. And unfortunately, there has been a lot of victims of I mean, this is public. I mean, when we say victim of kidnapping, yes,
Yes.
there has been a lot of kidnapping. There has been a lot of shooting, mass shootings. Okay, there has been a lot of population displacement as well. So these are facts. There's nobody can say no that it did not happen. No, that's real thing happened. Yeah, it did happen. Those things they did happen. A lot of people that I know have been victims to those events, and that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
Yes. Yes. I mean, I'm told, and we are, we're getting the images, we're getting the video clips. There's a lot of just wide scale shooting and murders. A lot of women are being raped constantly. A lot of people are being, hurt, being abused. We also know that for a fact that the schools are closed, so the
Yeah.
students are not getting to go to school. So now we have a situation where we have a lot of uneducated youths with no possibility of employment, very little food. It's very easy for them to get absorbed
That's the,
into
the
gangs.
that's the end of the story, basically. That's the end of the story in any countries. When you look at Jamaica, when you go look when you see the situation in the ghettos in the United States, when you are deprived of education and social programs, well, what's going to happen is that somebody has to take the lead, basically.
Absolutely, and it's logical. It's the same in Jamaica. When the young men finish high school, they can't get jobs. You know what happens? The inner city dons say, "Hey, young boy, come here, hold this." Gives them a gun. He says, "Listen, you're gonna work with me." And the young man is very happy to have an opportunity. The don says, "Listen, you have a lot of power now. When you have this gun, you can make money. You can do hits." And so we are almost in the same kind of situation. So it's not difficult for me to comprehend what is
Yeah,
happening,
this is
right?
exactly the same thing. Unfortunately, you know who's gonna pay for all this? The same
It's the
people,
people. It's the people.
because
Yeah,
the life of a gangster is very short. Let me tell you,
very sure.
it's very
That's right.
short.
That's right.
Unfortunately, those same people that have, because you see, it's not as simple as we think it is.
Yeah.
A young child or a young kid that has grown up in a deprived neighborhood that is forced due to circumstances to take arms. It's very complicated, and it is a reality because they have
It is
no
a
other resources. you
yes,
know
yes. I want to ask you a question, right? Can you describe for us the mindset of the two sets of people, the very wealthy and the very poor? Haiti.
Mindsets of two sets of people. A very poor. um this is actually a good question. Very poor is that they are so embedded into the misery. They're so entrapped that they just, whatever they have to do, they will do to just
So
get
it's about
relief or just to get out of the situation. you know
yeah,
um that's the bottom line for them. They have no other ways, meaning that this is why corruption is so rampant in all, in all type of system, even in business and social systems in Haiti. I mean, they just have to survive. It's survival mode, basically.
yes,
That's what it
I
is.
understand. It's one of the things that I was saying earlier, that struggle and pain and suffering and oppression has become the identity of the people, the poor classes of people in Haiti,
Yeah.
you know, and that is the work that we want to do. And for all the people that are joining us now, thank you for being here. One of the reasons why we want to do this podcast is that when you're in the situation of stress, you can't think clearly, you can't see anything but what the suffering that you're going through. So it's our duty as persons who understand what is happening to share a bright vision for Haiti
Yes.
and to send them so much of our love and our energy and our prayers that we lift their vibration so that they can have a glimmer of hope as we are moving forward.
Yes, definitely. And I'm so glad that because I've been following a few other podcasts, and even in your podcast, there's a lot of diasporas, Haitian diasporas that are connected and that wants
Yes,
to change. And we're very grateful that they are here. And because
yes,
somehow they are affected by what's going on, even if they are
yes,
abroad, they're well to do, or they have jobs. But I mean, in terms of vibration or emotion or
yes.
identity, they are affected by that. And
Of
you know
course.
what, Paula? I mean, they can play a major role into, you know, at least attempting to change what's going on in Haiti, you know. So, meaning that if we continue to have podcasts like this and we try to invite people, Haitian, Jamaican, you know, like because there's like you always say there's power into unity, there's power into putting
Absolutely.
our heads together because what's going on in Haiti is not Haitian affairs. I'm sorry to tell you that,
No,
guys,
it's not.
because you see
No.
what they do to your neighbor is going to happen to you very soon.
Oh
And
yes,
this
oh
is a reality. I mean, it is a
yes,
wake up call.
it
Let me
is.
tell you straight up, it is a wake up call. You
It
guys should
is.
be very alert of what's going on in Haiti because what's going on in Haiti can happen to other countries, and this is
That's it.
what they want to show you.
Yes, I think, it's very interesting. Contrast is a very important way of learning and becoming aware of what's happening. And the contrast between, let's just say, Haiti and the developed countries that have been oppressing it and exploiting it.
Yeah.
And we are seeing in those countries, there are two in particular, and if you look at what's going on in their countries, there's a lot of chaos. There is a lot of chaos. There are riots and so on going on in one particular country, and there's another set of instability getting ready to unfold in the other. And this is why I understand, if you understand how energy moves, it's
Hmm.
about ebb and flow. And so Haiti has been in a state of ebb for such a long time. It's time for it to flow.
Yes.
And those other countries, the rich, developed countries, have been in flow. It's going to be a time for them to ebb. And so we understand what is happening, right? And what I want to do is just to let everybody here know that we've created this podcast to be a voice for the voiceless. So if there are people
Basically. Yeah.
who are Haitian diaspora that want to come and join us in the discussion and
Yes.
speak about what is happening, just reach out to Eyes of Haiti Boris on Instagram or myself
Yes.
on
Definitely.
Instagram and let us know what you want to speak about, and we will facilitate it because we need to tell a new story for Haiti. We
Yeah.
we need to shift the paradigm. And my main concern, is for this trauma.
Okay.
This trauma that the whole collective is holding is 400 years of trauma that has now moved to the stage where it has become their identity. We have to, through these podcasts, remind Haiti and Haitians of their greatness. They were the first to
Yes.
successfully um, have an insurrection and win the revolution against France, right? I mean, against what's his name? What's the guy? The French guy who everybody looks at as the most significant warlord in terms
Mm.
of,
His name is
yeah,
Napoleon Bonaparte.
yeah. So guess what? A bunch of guys from Haiti beat Napoleon Bonaparte.
True, true,
Okay, just
true,
putting it into perspective,
true.
right? These are very highly intelligent, very spiritually connected people, and they won. And because they won, they've been vilified. But I just want everyone to know Haitians are some of the most intelligent, brilliant, brave people on this planet. And they're going to win again. Someone just made a post saying
Okay,
two books they recommend, The Uses of Haiti and The Unbroken Haiti and Unbroken Agony. Yes, right. I
very good,
thank you
very
so
good.
much,
Thank you,
Althea,
thank you.
for sharing that, and Miss
Yes.
Princess, thank you for being here. Yeah,
Okay,
we
thank
need
you.
to, yes, we need to educate ourselves as people of color to understand how intertwined we are as people and how the success of one is going to be hinged on the actions of another or another group.
Yes, yes. You see, I was reading in a spiritual book, the Bhagavad Gita, and you will be surprised that spirituality has a lot to do with physical action, because they were saying that you have to act according to your nature. What it
Yes,
means is that if your culture is such and such way, you cannot neglect your culture. You cannot put it
yes,
aside and take another culture and hope or follow another path. You
that's
have a
right.
prescribed path, you have
Yes,
to follow it. And then
yes,
all of us, even Jamaican, because if it was not for Bookman, which comes from
yes.
Jamaica, I don't think we would have had our independence in 1804, which is a fact. You see,
I know that.
and
We know that.
the
Yes.
common thread is because we come from the same background from Africa,
Um,
and we do have
yes,
the same culture,
that's right.
and as long as we keep neglecting and those roots, we are not going to go very far, and that's a reality. You
I
see,
am
that's
glad
a
I'm
reality.
I am glad you put it that way, Boris, because the thing is, with organized religions and missionaries going through not just the Caribbean, but all the colonies, especially on the African continent. And what they did was they took our names, they took our language, and they took our traditional practices. And so we had to hide to do them.
Hmm.
And they've vilified our traditional practices. And those are the traditional practices that connected us to divine source in the way that our
Yes,
forefathers were connected to
yes,
divine source.
yes.
The African cosmology, which Jamaica and Haiti and all the Caribbean islands are branches of, we held very close to ancestral energy and ancestral work. And this is how we remain connected to spirit. And so they took that away from us. And so it had to be practiced in secret. So, of course, people are going to say, oh, they're hiding and doing bad things. But people are simply connecting with their tradition. And we, you know, we have all these agendas forcing things on people and belief systems on people, yet they won't allow us to practice our traditions in peace. I find that very interesting.
That is very true. That is very true.
Yeah, you
Well,
know?
I mean, it's manipulation. That's the way they keep us captive, and we
Hmm.
do have to recognize those facts. And
Yes,
it's like those sessions that you do, they are very important, and I wish we can have more people, that we can connect with more people, you see,
yes,
because the way it is, the way energy goes is that the more people you have connected amongst each other, the more it's going to be successful. Like I
Yes,
said,
yes,
it's not about Haiti only, it's about the whole oppressed world, basically,
yes.
you know.
All the indigenous people and the people of color that have been oppressed through colonialism and neocolonialism. I think the tides are changing.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I
And
think
this
so
is why
too.
we're having this podcast. And this is why we're grateful for everyone that
Yeah,
joins us in this conversation, because it is your thoughts and your words and your affirmations for Haiti that will begin to grow that reality.
true,
A
true.
reality where we are free
I don't know if we
and
can take any questions from the people watching us. I don't know if they have any
right,
questions that they want to type, and maybe we can,
answer
I don't know.
them.
Yeah.
Yes. You guys can type. Corey made a comment. He said Haiti also helped South Africa during apartheid. And Haiti also, there was a general from Haiti who helped Ethiopia during the times of Mussolini.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
so Haiti
Um,
has, go ahead.
yeah, Corey. Just to put this in perspective for you, you see, since 1804, basically Haiti has been the model of freedom and how to take independence for the whole world. Basically,
Wow.
that's what happened. Because right after 1804, all the generals that were fighting in South Africa against in South America against Spain, they came to Haiti and sat
Wow.
with the generals that fought the independence in Haiti, learned
Wow.
from them under a tree on their patio, drinking rum and whatever, what's not,
Nice.
and then they went back.
Nice.
They went back to their country in South America and applied what they learned and from the generals in Haiti, and they were successful. That's why you have all the free states in South America because of Bolivar, who was the major guy in South
Yes.
America that came to Haiti, spoke with Pichon, went back to his country, and then boom, this is what happened,
Wow.
you know.
Wow.
And yes, and you see, they don't tell us that about Haiti, but you see Toussaint Louverture and Jean-Jacques Dessalines,
Yes.
they are recognized in our history, but more so they're even more recognized around the world for being great generals,
Yes.
of fighting for liberation, not in terms of ideology but in terms of military tactics, meaning
Right.
that in terms of military tacticians, they were pioneers in their era, so much so that if you go to Germany, if you go to certain military school in the South America and around the world, they will teach you by the tactic that they used in Haiti during that era, which is pretty
Fantastic.
fascinating.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Corey,
No.
to just try to put it in perspective, this is how big, what happened. This is this is why I say Haiti is not for Haiti only. Haiti is for the world. So
Yes.
Haiti is not just a country. Haiti is just, it's a whole um
It's a force.
philosophy.
It's a
It's a
force.
philosophy.
Yes.
It's a source of knowledge. Haiti is a source of history. Haiti is a whole ideology of freedom. It's more than a country and its people. That's why we
Mhm.
need to tap into Haiti's energy and history, and
Yes.
to revive it, basically. So yeah,
Right.
thank you, thank you, Corey, for sharing that with us. And indeed, they did help in a lot of country
Right.
like yeah, South Africa, and yeah, definitely.
Right. Right. Well, I understand now why they have done so much to neutralize Haiti with all the embargoes and all
Mm.
the sanctions against Haiti. Because if Haiti was allowed to thrive and prosper in the way that it should, a lot of the control that the neocolonialists have now, they wouldn't have. So I understand now. But
You have
now it's just,
yeah, because just I'm sorry to cut you off. Just another section about Haiti's history is that Napoleon, France was a whole empire. They took over all Europe. And the reason why their power failed, they could not uphold the empire, is because they lost to Haiti.
Haiti, yes,
Because they lost again Haiti, they lost a lot of money because Haiti as a colony was generating a lot
yes,
of money, and so they
for
could
them.
not keep the lands in America. So that's why you have the great purchase of Louisiana and the US, and then little by little they just like lost
Love,
the whole network
yeah,
basically.
yes, yes.
That's another
So,
reason. It does be, yeah.
so we must not underestimate the power of Haiti in what continues to unfold in the US and in Europe, some parts of Europe.
Yeah, I mean, see, the story of Haiti is not just like a story of Haitians, but put it into perspective, it's a story of oppressed people that had put their heads together and with
Hmm.
minimal resources were able to, win against great power, and it is possible again. And the way
Right.
you win is you don't have to take arms, like you say most often. You don't have to take arms to fight, but you can fight against with energy, with ideology, with putting your heads together, basically. And that's what we have done, and we had done in Haiti. Is the revolution didn't start with arms? Yes, it did, but actually it started with putting our cultures together, because we see in Africa there's so many cultures in Africa. Just to put them all together into one land, it's something extraordinary, and we have to give that.
Wow.
Yes,
I've never heard
of
anybody put it quite
course,
that way.
of
So that's what it
course,
was.
of course, of
Amazing.
course. You have to
Amazing.
understand that. Yes, yes. You have to understand that Africa is a continent, and
Yeah.
in every country there is a culture. You see,
Yeah.
and then what they did is that they took slave from every part of Africa. So when they got when they got to to Haiti or
Yeah.
Jamaica, they had different languages.
Yes.
They had different culture. So just the fact that they had to put themselves together and create one trend of a nation,
Mm-hmm.
under so many differences, it is quite
Yes.
remarkable, to tell you
Yes.
the
And
truth.
that is why I do not disconnect what's happening on the African continent in the Sahel with what's happening in Haiti. They're very much connected, and you see them unfolding in real time simultaneously, and you see the ripple effect it's having on the neo colonizers. I see a beautiful question here from Alipia. She says, I would like to know if the Haitian community, both in Haiti and in the diaspora, feel that a relationship or partnership with African countries can assist in changing Haiti's situation at this time. Hmm.
That's a very good question. That's a very
Yeah.
good question. But you see, the way this would work is that
Mm-hmm.
we would need to have a state that can sustain itself first.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Mm-hmm.
once you have that state, you will be able to have stability to create what you call it, diplomatic ties with Africa. And
Yes.
with those diplomatic ties, you will be able to keep connection and develop and have a strong backing from these countries and
Yes.
Africa. And actually, this should be done. It
Yes.
should be done, and it should be done right now, because now
Yes.
is the time, because we can see that a lot of countries in Africa are putting their foot down. You see,
Yes. Well,
so
I believe we just did it a while ago in spirit. Because the thing is, once you have an idea and it's voiced, then we have used our throat chakra and we've sent it out. So thank you for that one, Althea, because we now know that this is what is going to happen. We're affirming it, we're declaring that this is what is going to happen. Um, I know that what's going on in Niger that leader is really pulling everything together, and he has become sort of a hero among all of those other countries. They probably had their doubts at first, but now they're seeing in him a model that they can replicate. And I am hoping and praying that in Haiti, someone similar rises up in Haiti. No, we saw someone rising up, but he's been painted in quite a bad way. So we don't know if he's that person, but we hope that someone rises up. Someone just says, "Good morning," here for number 17. Yes. Thank you for being
Thank you,
here,
thank you.
Rambo
But very
2023.
good question. Very good question that we had about the diplomatic ties with Africa. It
Yes.
is very much needed. I think we should go that way, definitely. Like you said, Paula, we just declared that to the universe, and
Yes, we just did.
everything starts with voicing what we want. So yes, definitely,
Yes,
definitely. Thank
yes,
you for the
yes.
questions. Thank you for the
Yes, it's a
question. That
beautiful
was
question,
yeah.
and it's, one of the things I just want to share with everyone here is that, and I've been having conversations with Boris. For most of you who saw the other video, I've only met Boris. I've only known him for about a month and a half now, and I wanted to start having the conversation because I thought it was important for us to start to shift the paradigm, the consciousness, and the vision of the Haitians for Haiti. We have to shift the vision of Haiti for the Haitians to one where there is hope, for
Yes, yes.
one where there is a hope that they will reclaim what is rightfully theirs, and they will be able to manage their affairs um, through a democratic process, and not a manipulated process, not a process where they are an external body is going to place someone there that is not of the people's choice or liking. And that has been done so many times in Haiti. And each time the Haitians bring a coup, right? It just
See,
they have not forgotten who they are. That's why they keep fighting, man. They keep fighting.
It's
So
it
it's a
no,
big,
it's very true because you see, in terms of cosmic arrangement, I mean, there is the cosmic opening. I mean, because
yes,
nature by itself will make way for you to enter your foot into the door or take initiative, which we can see that's happening, which
yes,
did happen
yes,
in 1986 as well.
yes, yes.
But if you do not have a collective that is conscious enough to recognize the opportunity and to
Mm-hmm.
take, with full faith, to take action towards a betterment, I mean,
Yes,
you've only gone 50% of the way. You have to go full, all the
yes.
way. And this is why you see the changing will start, and it's starting
Shifting
with
now.
the conversation that we are having right now. So it's so
Yes, it is.
important, and I thank you guys for participating with us, just talking
Yes,
about it, just
yes,
bringing positivity amongst us, and
of
inviting other
course,
people with to the
of course.
podcast will make a major change. I promise you that,
Yes,
guys. I
yes,
promise you.
yes. I agree.
Yeah.
But I always tell people that in Jamaica, there was an attempt to destabilize our economy, keep our people illiterate, keep them hungry, keep them uneducated, so that they can be controlled. Yeah. Now look at what's happening in Haiti. People
Yeah.
don't have food, they don't have communication, they don't feel unified, they're separate. There's people living up in their ivory towers up there, and they're safe and barricaded, and they have a gazillion security guards and so on. And then there's
Yeah.
people over here eating cardboard. There's no trees, there's no fire coal, there's nothing. So there's a lot of contrast, and so it's very difficult for those kind of situation to have unity.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
then again, when you look at it worldwide, look what's
Mhm.
happening in the Middle East. Not to go
Mhm.
further into it. So meaning, there's a lot that's going on. there's a lot going on, and we just have to be patient, keep
Hmm.
ourselves put ourselves together, because I believe, and I'm sure everybody's on on this podcast believe, our time will come. We just have to be prepared. We
Yes.
just have to be
See,
prepared, you know?
all right. I have two comments here. Mark says
Sure.
perhaps Jack could help in the economic arena. Who is Jack? Mark, tell us who Jack is. And then Trell said, I feel once we as a people come to a greater awareness that universal oneness is the answer, there will be a major shift for
Yes,
Haiti and many other
yes,
places where divine intervention and order is needed. I think that's what's happening. And I think it's partly
exactly.
our duty. Like, it's our duty to also know that it's time for us to take an action, and we can't sit
Yes,
and wait for anybody else to do it, which is why we're doing this podcast.
exactly.
Because we don't have money, we don't have political clout. I don't have a private jet so I can fly Boris over, and I can't fly over there. But we have technology, we have people who are very intelligent, who are aware of the spiritual energies moving and the shift that's happening. And we understand that, as you've said, Boris, a portal has opened, an opportunity has opened. Trell has said it. For spirit is going to be intervening on our behalf to make this happen. And I find it very symbolic that a Jamaican and a Haitian are having this conversation. Like,
Yeah.
I'm representing Dottie Bookman and you're representing
Yeah,
Kisong.
yeah. I mean,
Kisong.
we laugh about it, but to be honest with you, throughout all the week, I was thinking the same thing. I mean,
Yes,
I was thinking to myself, I didn't meet Paula for nothing. I mean, there has to
yes,
be a reason.
yes,
And,
yes,
no matter how hard the situation is with the technology, the connection, but we still have strength to put ourselves together and be real and true to the audience. And thanks,
yes.
Jarrell, for, for the comment, because it's this is what's going on. We're
It's,
still waiting on
it's
who's
true.
Jack. We're still waiting on who's
Yeah.
Jack.
Yes,
But
please tell us,
Terrell,
Mark.
Terrell,
Please,
yes,
please
yeah,
clarify.
Terrell, yes, that's what's going on. And as long as we keep growing, like I said, yes, we're talking about Haiti today, but it's not a Haitian affair. It's
No,
an all of us affair,
global.
and we just have to, enter the timing. And it doesn't demand a lot from us. It just demands that we keep this show going, meaning that we keep bringing people to a podcast or different podcasts, and keep reuniting, keep feeding the positivity, and you
Yes.
will see the difference. The first,
I,
yeah,
You know what I realized? The first time, Boris, you and I spoke, that was the time when the riots, it was horrible. And
oh yeah,
everybody was so traumatized. And I said to that group, I said, listen, that eclipse is coming. It's going to turn things around.
yeah,
And look
yeah,
at where we are now, where it's a little bit more peaceful. Spirit Airlines is sending flights again to Haiti. So it means that things have shifted significantly since the eclipse. And I think the eclipse is here to eclipse
yeah,
certain
because
things out. Yes,
let
go
me
ahead.
let me give you I mean, if you guys have still other questions, no problem, eh? You're welcome to just shoot
Type
out with
them
the
in.
questions. And
Mhm.
then in the meanwhile, I'm just going to give you an update, because it's very interesting what's going on in Haiti right now. As we
Mhm.
speak, there's a Turkish airplane that just landed in Haiti, bringing food, and
Mhm.
other essential goods to Haiti. Throughout all the week, every day there has been military airplanes from the US that have come, meaning that the situation in the world is has come to a certain level that they have to do something. You
Yes.
see, you understand what I'm saying? They
Oh,
have to do something. So now, if we are not strategic, if we don't put our heads together and right the moment, then the door
yes.
is going to shut, and it's going
Right.
to be our fault. But
Yes.
the
We're not
way it's
seasoned.
going around the world, they have to let loose. They have to
Yes.
take consideration. They have to
Yes.
be, compassionate to a certain extent. And this is all God's work. And
Yes.
we
Yes.
just have to recognize and understand that, like Terrell said, this is the time.
This
This
is
is
the
the time.
time. This is the time. And we are just about to wrap up. And I just
Yes,
want, as we wrap up today, to understand there's 16 of us online right now,
good.
and certainly other people will join as the day continues. We just want everyone to just close their eyes for a minute and just visualize Haiti, future Haiti, not a future Haiti, a very, very, very close future Haiti, where there is peace, prosperity, and protection. There is joy, there is sovereignty, and there's freedom. And the people are happy again. They're well fed, they're well educated, they have homes to live in, they're no longer oppressed, they're not being manipulated or exploited. They are just living their life in their land. And we affirm this, we declare this with every fiber of our being, knowing that just our vision being held in this moment when we're having a whole set of solar flares hitting our planet, literally changing the electromagnetic field of this planet, that we're actually going to be also changing the dynamics in Haiti and
Yes,
turning things
yes.
around.
I
Yes,
yes, I know we are about to wrap up. I just want to thank you for this incredible moment that you dedicated to Haiti. We really much need that, and
yes,
it is welcome to our consciousness as a collective in Haiti. And I will
yes,
pass out the word to other groups and to the people that I meet every day that there is people outside of Haiti that are thinking about the people in Haiti, about the situation that are very concerned. And I would like to ask, all the guests that are attending the podcast, please stay tuned. We're going to do this again. Like I said, we want to put ourselves together because this is not only for Haiti, but it's for all of us. It's for the
yes,
wellness of all of us. And I think Paula is doing a tremendous job at, putting ourselves together, healing as a nation. And when we say nation, as all Black people, this is what it is,
yes,
meaning that
yes,
valorizing our culture, because this is for us. So we do have to go back to our roots. So please, uh, stay tuned. Keep
yes, and
connected. If you can bring more people, that would be great. And
yes,
if you guys want
share
to talk
this.
about, yeah,
Yeah, you can tell them to share this podcast with other like-minded people
absolutely,
who understand, because you see, when Haiti becomes free, all of the situation for people of color and indigenous people all over the world will also shift. We're all connected, and as long as
yes,
they're oppressed, we're going
yes.
to be oppressed as well. When they are free and they rise, we all rise, and
Yes,
that
and
is just the reality.
yes, and if we can, I don't want to be the only guest. So if we can find other guests among the groups that wants to talk about, because we had some, like Terrell and these other guys that shared very valuable information. So it's
Yes,
always nice to have people sharing with us. So if we can have other guests that are willing to, share some stuff with us, even if it's for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, no problem.
yes.
We're willing to share some knowledge and some upliftments, for the next podcast. And if you can bring more people, please do.
Please
Please do.
do. Yes,
Please do.
absolutely. Well, thank you, Boris. Thank you so much for taking the time out. Thank you for the work
No
that you
problem.
do. And we look forward to our next podcast when I think we're going to be joined by Patrick.
Okay, good.
Patrick
Good.
has had a very interesting story. Um, he was supposed to join us, but there was a flood of emotion as he was about to come on because, as I said before, many people from Haiti have been traumatized and have
Yes.
not really gone through the process of healing. And so it is our job to do this healing together. We are going to be it is actually Patrick's vision to have different psychiatrists and therapists to come on and speak about healing of Haiti and what we can do for them and what they can do for themselves as people who have gone through trauma. So
All
many
right.
exciting episodes ahead of us, and we
Yes.
invite you all to be able to join us when we do our next podcast. Thank you
Very
so
good.
much.
Thank you.
We're
Thank you.
exactly 1 hour in. Thank you, Boris. Thank you
Thank
to
you.
everyone.
Thank you to
And
everyone. Yes.
we will see you again. Thank you so much for joining. Peace.